Okay, back to skills. Thinking about biology, I think it's kind of good for now. We will go on to computers. Okay. Computers are the computer's skill determines how good you are at hacking. I wasn't have the computers craft stuff, right? Like engineering is weapons and armor. Um, yeah, the computer skill determines how good you are at hacking and interacting with technology. Interacting with technology. This come with hacking. Come with this can interaction can be in the form of hacking. I think what else would computers be used for? Okay, well, so Starfinder just basically has a bunch of hacking and stuff hacking does. But they also have, like, you can create computers. I actually do like the forging idea. hacking in the space RPG, you have to have hacking. It's the future version of thievery. So what would hacking do? I don't even know how I'm going to do hacking. That's going to be a little tough. Because it makes this a heading 3. Because hacking is going to have multiple aspects. Although, the thing is, do I want to separate them all? Looking at Starfinder, you have access to an unsecured system. You have destroy, repair system module, detect a fake shell, disable or manipulate, gain root access, or hack the system. And all that is once you have access. And that seems kind of crazy. But what am I thinking? I'm thinking of hacking. Normally for hacking, if my knowledge of it is correct, it's not like you just get root access and then fiddle around. Like, yeah, you can. Actually, I mean, yeah, you can, but you can also just try to like get access to one certain thing. And so what am I thinking about? I'm thinking that I'm going to do I think hacking is going to be able to do multiple things, but you have to do a check per each. And I'm going to actually use the bathroom before I go write it out. Okay, so hacking is a big term, and I'm just going to just write down everything you can do. Disable this device. Gamer access. Starfront had some cool ideas. Right. Object. Yeah. What else? Actually, it may just be it. Disable like locks or parts. Who access. Manipulate. Is there anything else you really want to do? Or it doesn't fall under these three categories? I don't think so. Culture, like, yeah, I don't think so. One thing I've been playing around with is multi, like, in Pathfinder 2, and I guess Starfinder 2. Different things to multiple actions. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I think 3 actions are kind of like the standard people expecting. I know there's a few out there that does like 4 actions. And then you have reactions. But I'll get to the action economy a little bit later. So, but I'm thinking. Gain access takes minute per. I mean, with tech level, but like. I'm not actually sure that's what I want it to be. Starfinder has something where there's like item levels, and that's kind of cool, but. And I think the object on round and the simple device takes round. Yeah. So going through Pathfinder 2, helping some of my fellow players out who are newer to the game, the tag system is kind of annoying, but it's also kind of brilliant to kind of organize things. Like, there's the tag of shapeshifting, that's cool, but but like, or polymorph, whatever it is, and you can only be affected by one polymorph at a time. So I'm thinking for like gathering ingredients. You can get biological ingredients, like that can be used to make certain things. Anyway, my thinking of that would be how this engineering and computers can be very close to each other. But not really. Like the engineer class will be able to do both pretty well. And that is the thing. How do I separate them? And so I'm thinking computers are going to be nothing but software, while engineering is hardware. Which gives you a weird issue because, like, if you want to make a computer, you need engineering, not computers. So where is that line? And I think the line is if it has a computer in it, it's computers. Because a gun or a suit of armor will not, or like an engine will not have a computer in it, so it's not computers. Not galaxy. Use wide galaxy computers every day. For purposes. Create them. Skilled computers allows you to create them. You fill to tasks you require. I think in skills, I think there's going to be a recollection, but I also think there's going to be a craft, since craft's going to be spread out through a whole bunch of skills. And gather. Gather resources and craft. There. That way I don't have to kind of explain to it in every single one. It's here's what they do. Um, Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to put. Like, to create a computer, you need the components listed. Yeah. To create a component, you need materials listed in the host tag and a workstation. And to a workstation. And so I'm going to actually make a little bit no gather resources. There is biological, tech, mechanical, I think. Um, yeah. I completely spelled that wrong, but I don't think forging documents. I think forging credentials is kind of better. Can use your knowledge of computers to forge credentials to allow access new places and you norm would not be able to. Roll a check against DC by your GM if you your fake are not presumed correct. Your fake credentials are will let you past. That's a bot. Considering I'm not gaming, I'm typing. No, you access. Such as key cards or IDs to allow you to access places. No confusion against it. If you succeed, you're free to allow access to the oh. That sounds kind of stupid. Roll a computers check against these. If you succeed, your fake credentials allow you access to the parts of the building The associate credentials you faked will. If you succeed, your fake credentials allow you access to parts of the building. Allows you access. I don't want to assume buildings. Allows you access to the if you succeed in creating a key card, the card works in every location allowed. If you are creating fake ID, one except ops the organization believes you are who your fake ID says you are. You can disable the art of robot. Lock computerized lock. And many other devices. The computers check to disable do you know what I'm thinking? I'm actually going to access than my notes. I'm thinking hacking will take longer, but you can get an ability to quick hack. So I'm gonna put this in my notes before for my engineer. Takes around 2. Okay. So I'm gonna make this 1 minute. And who access can't change because I mean that's gonna be kind of the hardest thing to get into. All computers check to disable the device using a DC of 10. If you see the so I'm actually thinking like consistency or not, like yeah. I was gonna say for every one you read about you increase by a minute, but I'm gonna say 10 minutes. And for every 5 you beat it, you get an extra 10 minutes. And skills are probably gonna get decently high, but I don't think they're gonna get crazy. Let's see, level 1. You one rank, let's say you max out, let's say 3. And the skills for 4, plus your proficiency, so 5. So most you can get 25. Which is yeah, think about it. It's gonna be pretty easy. So Pathfinder 2 is if you're 10 over you crit. And that's the thing. You never know if you crit or not. And especially for spells, I don't think my DM remembers that I can crit spells when you fail to save by 10 less. But where's I going with this? Yeah, but when I do like Lancers, you get above 20 you crit, so I'm gonna make it like if you get above 25, that's a crit, or you roll an natural 20, that's a crit. So you can manipulate your rolls to give you a better chance of critting. But you're taking action. So I'm gonna do it by 5s. 4, 10 minutes. So you time takes to increase the time the device is disabled for it increases by 10 minutes each for every 5. How do I say this? Yeah. The time the device is disabled for increased by 10 minutes for every 5 dice roll points, not points. For every increment. Of 5. You beat the DC by. So the time the device is disabled for increases by 10 minutes for every increment of 5 you beat the DC by. Cool. You can and arm arm belt or off engine by or turn. You can move it around, or turn. Nah. Oh, repair. I think we're going to call it patching. Anyway, you manipulate a robotic arm, conveyor belt, or conveyor belt, or with computer, or thing with a computer. Roll. Oh. Check. Using computer using a DC. Computer check using a DC of 10. Successful. Operate the object of the. If successful, you gain control of the object and use it if successful, you gain control of the object and can use it. Not can use it and can control its functions. Again, fix this. If a device you control is hacked, you can attempt to fix this. By patching the computer. Roll computers check. You beat the roll if you beat the number the hacker rolled the hack the device turns to null. There, that's how you fix it. It's basically the post hack check. You gain control of a computer since you access to all its information. Then, if full thinking about it, like I'm pretty sure Starfinder had a way of you get detected. What if I have the fate die be that detection? So you can fail but not be detected, or you can pass but not be detected. Yeah. Fate die and hacking. If successful, you gain to formation. Wow. Formation. The computer. The hack last until it is discovered. Oh, actually. Yeah, these are going to be very similar. But do I want them to be? Yeah, I think disabling something's a lot easier. Manipulating is harder, so time device the time the be for increase. You can control yeah, so they're very similar. We'll see. Works civic way. Works in a very specific way. If you get negative fate when rolling to hack, your hack is noticed. Roll fate, the hack goes unnoticed. I like that because it gives you some insurance in fate. Like, I mean, honestly, as a DM, if you're using the fate die and something bad happens, something good happens, that's the first thing you're gonna think of, like you're a detective or not. Anyway, I guess have to go. It's gonna be an early day to me. I mean, got one skill done. I mean, it's not bad. It was a lot longer. There's a lot more to it. But yeah, kind of like to spend more hour time on the but it's been super kind of crazy lately. Anyway, till next time.